What's poppin', T-Subs and Squad? So, I'm here to give y'all Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is Season 2, Episode 7, Soft Open, Hard Shade. Lord forgive me, child. You already know what this is, girl. Pour you a drink, bitch. Because, let it be known, okay? This is the first and maybe the only time you will ever hear me be on Mel's side, all right? Because Letitia and Destiny and Martell, y'all finna get the business. So, the episode continues with Mel and Tisha having their spat, and Tisha brings Kimmy into the situation when it comes to a statement that Tisha made about Marceau and his possible infidelities. Letitia says that they could just stop the meanness on both sides and put it behind them. She talks about the things that she was had going on, and Mel starts to laugh at it, but they decide to call a truce. Now, Mel, I think it was very passive-aggressive of you to sit up and laugh in this woman's face when she told you the stuff that she had going on. It's like at the end of the day, you want her to respect your brand, but why would she if she's telling you about the little small things that she has going on? The Lord knows, you know it's very small because Marceau don't want that bitch out that house because he running around town doing whatever the hell he wants to do, but that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is, if you want respect, you earn respect. Respect just ain't gonna be given to you simply because you feel as though I'm Melody Holt and I deserve it. It don't work that way. You was passive aggressive as hell for laughing at that woman, and it was very immature. You know, even if it was a laughable thing to you, you being the AKA, didn't they teach you how to be poised in any situation before you cross the burning sands? Get your life together, Mel. Now that's all the shade I'm going to give you because I was on your side for the rest of this. So Martell talks to MJ about the statement he made about Marceau having 20 girlfriends. And I think it's really sad that you have overgrown adults who will sit up and, whether it's the truth or not, listen, I've been told y'all I don't believe it's 20, but I do believe it's about 3 or 4 of them. 20 is very strong, but I do believe it's about 3 or 4 of them. And it's really sad when once you get done doing your mudslinging, your backbiting, your backstabbing, your reads, and the people that hurt the most are the kids. So I am glad that Martell finally decided to act his age and not his dick size, which ain't much. And go over to MJ and let him know that he just said that to make his dad upset. That's not the case because Letitia was telling Mel about how he was asking her about that. And that had to have been an uncomfortable situation, in an uncomfortable spot for Letitia to be in. But see, this goes back to what I said about why Martell is responsible for all of this discord that done happened between them and the Scotts. It's his fault. Say what you want, say how you feel, but it's his fault. Because he was running around town with this girl and had everybody in on the joke but Melody. And now it got turned around to this being the Scotts versus the Holts, which I'm tired of it at this point. Moving on. Martell tells Melody to come to the office to talk about having a nanny. And he puts her in charge of finding one. But she says she doesn't have time for it. Then it comes to him wanting her to be a little more concerned with the business. And see, with this, I see things from two sides of the spectrum. One, I totally understand how Martell feels. However, while this is good, we need to strike while the iron is hot and do that. While this income is great, that income is combined with this is going to make this even greater. I personally, honestly feel like Melody, I think she's in it, but she's not in it. I think when she had the opportunity to do other things, she wants to do that. And I think she probably feels like this is more so Martell's speed. So let me allow Martell to handle most of the things dealing with Holt and Holt. And the little personal sad things that I want to do, I still have the time to do it. Like, it's a tricky, sticky situation to be in that I see both sides of. Now, as far as this nanny thing goes, I think that is a horrible idea. Martell, your old ass mammy ain't doing nothing. Ain't no reason why she can't come over there and make a couple of dollars. Same thing with your mammy, Melody. Do you got sisters? Don't y'all got little cousins or something? Like, let them do babysitter jobs. You know, you pay them a small little stipend every week or something like that to help look after the kids or something. But to go out and get a nanny, Martell already can't keep his dick in his pants for the RN, let alone bringing in a nanny. And I would say a male nanny, but the tea going around, never mind. We moving on from that. Martell is upset because Marceau nor Letitia spoke to him at the party. But then he says if they had spoke, he probably would not have spoken to them. And Martell doesn't want Destiny to be friends or invite the Scotts to their event. Martell, you such a bitch. Like, you remind me of 50 Cent, just a muscle-bound pussy for no reason. That's why they didn't speak to your ass, because they already knew what time it was with you. Which is why I'm on Mel's side. Because when he told that to Melody was like, well, then you can't get upset for them not wanting to speak to you. I felt the same damn way, bitch. Why would I go out of my way to speak to you when I already know you don't even want us there? I'm not feeling welcomed by you. I felt welcomed by your wife, but not by you. Plus, the last time I tried to speak to you, you couldn't even shake my damn hand. So why would I go out of my way to speak to you just simply because it's a party you paid for? Who gives a damn? This ain't for you and this ain't about us. This is about the kids. Then another thing that people do that I absolutely hate is this whole thing of, well, I don't like them. We're beefing with them. And if you friends with me, you can't be friends with them and you can't do business for them. Girl, move around. Now, although I don't see it for Destiny, clout chasing ass like that, I won't mad at her for doing what she had to do at the end of the day. Both of y'all are basically in the same damn thing. So why would I'm not just going to hire you simply because you friends. I'm going to go around to everybody in the same business that y'all in, they're in. So why would she not want to go to him? Especially if he can offer her something better. Girl, please. I hate when people do that. Like, it don't matter how I may not see it for a person. I'm never going to stop the opportunity for them. And I'm never going to stop their damn bag. Anyway, Kimmy talks to Maurice about Kaya moving to Huntsville and them still having Monster full time. I totally understood where Kimmy was coming from. It's like, much like she said, this situation works now because we're here and they up north. But if she's moving in the same vicinity as us, there's no reason why Monster has to live here full time. And she's absolutely right. There is no reason for that. Especially if they're going to be living in Huntsville. Like, girl, Huntsville only but so big. So it's not as if she's going to have to drive 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours away to come and see her son. And he could still be raised a man, with you having him every other week. Or y'all splitting, like she having for 2 weeks, you having for 2 weeks. Or at this point, ain't he about 13? Let him decide on where he wants to stay full time. Like, Maurice, you're not going to win that argument. You're not. Because the gag is, listen, I understand where Kimmy coming from. My son is about, 21, 22, 23, finna be a college graduate from Troy University. Okay, I done already raised my children. All right? And I'm not about to sit here and play stepmama to yours when you get too busy once you finish passing the bar. No. Where his mama? I was with Kimmy. Moving on. Letitia and Marceau get settled in their new office, and she talked about Wanda being on social media and the messy energy. And Marceau tells her that she needs to tell her to shut the hell up. And I agree with Marceau 1010%. Now, Letitia, this is the thing. People ain't going to have the same level of respect for your decrepit ass mammy like you do. See how I just went in on her? And I felt like Kimmy should have been went in and let have on your mama. And Marceau too, for that point. Your mama is rude, she's tired, she's disrespectful, and she's bored. She has absolutely nothing else left to do but sit on her iPhone that you probably paid a bill for all damn day and be on social media starting stuff with people simply because the cameras is going to be up in her face. But what Miss Wanda fails to realize is once those cameras finish rolling, that beef is still going on. So what's the purpose of it? Mind your business. Moving on. Destiny comes over to talk to Marceau about putting in a bid to remodel her salon, and Letitia keeps interrupting them while they talking. Letitia, girl, what happened to you doing real estate? Why, won't she doing real estate at one point or something along the sort of real estate or whatever the hell it was she was doing? I didn't think it was her being all up into Marceau's thing with the business. I didn't know that that's what it was. But we're going to move on. So it's the day of Destiny's event, and Destiny, I absolutely hated your dress. It was completely, utterly horrible. It was sickening and not in a good way. Like, I wanted to throw the hell up just watching you walking around looking like a pink dilapidated cloud. Like, that's exactly what you gave me. You gave me a sad cloud, a sad cloud with a chance of rain and meatballs, and that god-awful ass coffee cover of a dress that was ill-fitted. Looked very unproportionate. You looked uncomfortable in it. Like, was that dress even made for a pregnant woman? Like, the designer of that dress, please hit me up and let me know something because, excuse me, I won't hear for it. Moving on. Destiny throws light shade at Kimmy about the whole chicken comment. Destiny, this is why I don't see it for you. You messy as hell. You messy, you thirsty, and you pressed. And this is why I'm not understanding why they keep trying to force you and your chicken plucking, feather eating, dropping chicken in the hot grease ass husband on us. Like, we don't want Destiny and LeBaric, Laderic, Leferic, whatever the hell his name is. We don't want them on. We don't want them Love and Marriage Huntsville. We do not have to have them. I get it. The hosts need friends. Find some better friends. Like I said, I would much rather deal with Down syndrome looking Sadaric than have to deal with Destiny and LeBaric. Moving on. So while the ladies was talking, Letitia throws light shade at Melody, saying that she should escort herself from the conversation, so they won't have security come and do it for them. Letitia, this is the reason why people have such a problem with you. Because it's like you love to throw the rock and hide your hand. And this is the perfect example of that. Now see, had Mel cussed your ass out like I would have done, Melody wouldn't have been in the wrong. It's like, you just said how you wanted all of the light shade, the mean girl, the meanness to stop, but then you come and you throw shade. I'm completely confused by that, Letitia. That's exactly why people don't see it for you. And I'm trying to see it for you. But just because I see it for you don't mean I'm not going to call you out when you're wrong. And in that instance, you was wrong as hell. Mel didn't say nothing to you. She didn't dish you. She didn't shade you. Now you opened the door and the window for your ass to get shaded. And if I was Mel, I'd climb right on through it. Moving on. So Letitia says that she's having a panel discussion about powerful marriages, and Destiny says that she doesn't think she wants no advice from her unless it's about getting espresso. Listen, Destiny, look girl, let me tell you something. Hair shops come a dime a dozen. And I'm gonna be honest with you, girl. All of your wigs look like you shook them out. Like you had to go up in your closet, shake and judge them hoes out, put them on a mannequin, and then here's your soft event. Like, child, please. Like, girl, get out. Listen. While I'm with her on, I not now will I ever take marital advice from Marceau or Letitia. Girl, you still don't have the right to throw no shade because, bitch, you don't know nothing about your husband, and your husband obviously don't know nothing about you because, girl, y'all already happen to go through marriage counseling. You just got married. So, girl, any advice is better than no advice when it comes to you. So my point is, stop throwing shade. So Letitia and Destiny, No. I lost my spot. Oh, so then they got to a point where Marceau and Letitia was in the back talking, and she was talking about how she felt the shade from Cloud chasing Destiny, Cloud looking Destiny. And you know, he was basically like, listen, pay that because I got something better. You know, LeBark sitting here talking about something, made the best man win and all the rest of this stuff. I mean, listen, I like the way that Marceau handled it, and I love the advice that Marceau gave her. We just gonna move on from that. So Destiny tells Mel about how the meeting went with the Scots, and that was basically the end of the episode. And Destiny, I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I don't see it for you, because you messy as shit. And all of this mess that you trying to start, it's gonna come back and bite you in your ass. It's like it's just so messy. It's messy. It's messy. You already know Letitia and Mel don't see it for each other, and you're trying to do business with Letitia's husband. It's messy. It's messy. Just messy boots all across the board. Just messy, messy, messy. With your slew-foot ass. Girl, I don't care that you pregnant. I don't see it for that bitch. Throw her back to where y'all got her from. Anyway, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. Tonight was a really good episode. I was here for it. Can't wait to see what the rest of the episode, or the rest of the season, has to entails. And until next time, I'm gonna let y'all later. Bye.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.